Yes, my peoples, what's going on? Today, we're at Tsaritsyno Park in Moscow, Russia. Whilst we're taking in the views of which the park has to offer, my wife Miroslava will be asking me questions based on the differences between the British and Russian people, and I'll be giving my honest opinion on Russia from a London guy's point of view. We'd also be going to a Russian restaurant in this video, and I'll be letting Miroslava choose my Russian cuisine. Stay tuned and subscribe.
Alright, so to the interrogation.
So what was your impression before going to Russia and how has it changed after 2 months staying here?
Before I come to Russia, when I was booking the tickets, everyone was saying to me, "Oh, you're a mad guy. Why are you booking tickets to go there? They don't like UK people." You know, it's like they're just hearing from what the media say. So for me, it was like I have to do it anyways. You know, you're pregnant, got to get married and everything. I was a bit nervous at the start, just listening to what everyone else has to say. People telling me that they're praying for me and everything, and I'm like, why? Like, is it really that bad? Like, even like a few days before coming, I was getting a bit anxious, thinking,
But why are people so scared of Russia? Like,
because of what they hear on the media, and they just get a stereotype of.
what do you usually hear? Like the bears in the streets or...
Well, obviously people know that ain't everywhere, but they say like the Russian people ain't friendly, and obviously throughout a little bit of history, like we've been cool at times, you know, UK and Russia in history, but in the most recent like kind of years, it hasn't been good. So people were thinking that if I was to like speak English in the streets, then people would have something to say, but it's not like that. And being here for nearly 2 months now, I noticed that it's better than UK. Like if a Russian person was to come to the UK and will just start saying they're Russian, they would have British people say something to them, you know what I mean? Compared to Russia, where I speak English everywhere I go and no one really has any bad things to say. They might think it, I don't know, but it's absolutely fine.
I think they're more curious.
Who?
Like,
Russians?
yeah, when you speak English, they're like looking at you like you're an alien. Like this woman from the pharmacy, yeah?
Yeah, no, but she was laughing because she knew I was trying to speak Russian, you know. So she was like, "Okay, he's trying, good enough," you know. But that's an example where there was no like animosity or kind of like horrible vibes about her hearing me speak English. So yeah, I'd say within the 2 months, it's proved a lot wrong from what everyone was saying in the UK. So, and I'm happy with that, you know, because like I said, I did have a couple thoughts of maybe it might be bad, maybe they might not like me over there, maybe I might get into a fight at the least, you know, or an argument with someone. So
You wanted to buy a gun, huh?
not a gun, a taser, you know. No, I only wanted to buy a taser because of your neighbour, you know, your neighbour's a drunk idiot and he's got a dog, and it wasn't for the neighbour, it was for the dog in case the dog try bite you when you're pregnant, you know, just like zzz, just, you know, the little taser you hold, and the second they hear that noise, and like you were saying, they get scared. So yeah.
Right. So talking of the false impressions, what's a common misconception about Russia that you know isn't true?
Everybody likes to fight when they drink in Russia, but that ain't the case. We was out with me, you, what's her name, Lyra, and Eugene, and it was like what 1 a.m. in the middle of Moscow, and there was loads of people drinking, and everyone was happy. You know, it's not like from the UK they just hear, oh, when someone's drunk in Russia, then they get crazy and they start, you know, fighting or something. It does happen. It happens in the UK as well. It's like UK people are so for themselves, you know, they think they can drink and never fight. I know a lot of people from the UK who drink just to fight, you know, so coming over here and walking around Moscow at night time late, even before, remember when I first came and it was like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, we walked past like a whole group of drunk people on the bench, and they was all had their little beers. They didn't say a word, you know. If you go to UK and you walk past a whole group of drunk boys and there's a big group of them and they see someone like me and you as a couple, they would try and say something to you like, oi, oi, girl, you know? And then from there, it will make me feel like out of pride having to do something. But over here, no. So that's like one of the biggest, I'd say, lies is about what people say about Russians.
So the follow-up question then, do you feel safe? in Russia?
I feel 100 times more safer in Russia than I do in the UK due to the fact that the penalties for doing something wrong are weak. So that's why there's a lot of idiots in the UK. But I think over here, if you do something wrong, then you're going to the gulag, you know? It's like, and you're gonna be stuck for a while if you do something wrong. So it's like even over here, you don't see people like robbing shops or anything. That's like a normal occurrence in the UK. So yeah, I feel 100 times more safer in Russia. It feels like you could walk around with jewelry and not worry where you are. You can't do that in central London. If you do that, do you want to go that way? Yeah, if you do that in central London, you're gonna get robbed. You know, so yeah, I feel 100 times more safer in Russia. Anywhere in Russia. That's in Orel, that's here, that's where we're staying now in Rutov, you know? It's the same vibes everywhere because people don't really want to go to the gulag and get a long sentence, you know? But in UK, you do something wrong, you probably get suspended sentence and do some community service. So yeah, definitely Russia, 100 times more safer.
How would you describe general vibe of Moscow in summer 25?
It's calm, it's peaceful. No one bothers each other over here. You do what you do, they do what they do, and people just walk around doing whatever they want. You know, it doesn't seem like people are restricted to doing anything. Everyone has their own fun, whether you want to go get something to eat. If someone wanted to go to one of them exhibitions, they go there. When it's summer, like even in Dacha, you were saying your nan used to swim in the Dacha river. Yes.
Even in Moscow, we have many artificial beaches, you know?
Yeah, so it's them ones where, yeah, it's peaceful. Everyone gets on with doing what they're doing, and everyone's on good vibes. So that's that answer, I'd say.
Did you find it easy to get around and communicate, even with the language barrier?
Yeah, with you here, you know, it was it was easiest because whatever I don't know, and people who obviously don't know English, which is the thing here. No one really knows English over here, but there are a few still, you know. But the majority don't know English. But yeah, it was easy to communicate. I know a few words. I don't know sentences or anything like that. But yeah, it wasn't really too much of a problem. I'd say if I was by myself, then yeah, definitely.
What's the one thing you've missed after leaving Russia in June?
Leaving Russia in June, obviously you. But apart from that, I'd say Medovik cake.
Yeah,
That is, yeah, that's like, oh, even when I went back to the UK, I was trying to find it. It was so hard to find. But yeah, I'd say the summer house as well. You don't have them in London at all, so I missed that. It's because there was no internet, no service. You know, you just have to communicate with people and just take in the nature. You know, it's like that was like the first time I saw a hedgehog as well, so that was good. What else did I miss about Russia when I left the first time? I say your family as well, you know? Your family are good stuff, even though I can't communicate as well with them. Like when you translate and just seeing their reactions to things and how they treated me, always cooking me food, that was also good. Yeah, buckwheat, chicken and all that.
But you still have Russian shops in the UK?
Yeah,
in
we
London particularly.
yeah we do, but I just don't know what's inside them. I don't know if they're gonna have Medovik cake in them or whatnot.
Should check it next time.
Yeah, definitely. I should make a video on it. So, yeah, fully. So, yeah, I'd say that's what I missed about Russia when I first left.
Right. So what's your favorite Russian word or phrase which you learned?
Phrase or like word?
Whatever.
Well, it ain't really a phrase, it's just a word, you know? Like, there's this guy, probably a lot of you know him, he's called Melstroy, and he says when he eats something, and he does that action, you know, with both his hands, So I'd say, yeah, that's probably my favourite word. Whenever I eat, I say before eating. And there's other words that I like, but I can't say them on YouTube. Yeah. Is Dob allowed to be say on YouTube?
No.
No? Well, we could just block that out and you guys can figure out what I mean by it, you know?
What do you think of a driving culture?
Driving culture.
Yeah,
After yesterday,
overall.
well, we've been in a few cabs where I feel a bit unsafe from how the guys are driving, but that ain't every driver, you know? Like, say the Bentley that we had on our wedding day, that guy was a perfect driver. But I'd say the majority are a bit careless, a bit reckless. And when we was driving to the hospital yesterday, there was car crash, you know, due to a drunk driver, right? Yeah, so them kind of things could happen, like probably more than I see, you know. And in UK, if you drink drive, then you're gonna lose your license straight away. So it's not really worth it in the UK. But over here, I don't know if it's such an offence. If you get, it is, yeah, yeah. Well, but I'd say overall, there are good drivers. It's just you get a few bad. I'd say most of the cabs we've been in have been a bit reckless. But yeah, it's alright.
The Russian countryside or nature, what was it like?
Yeah, it was good stuff, I'd say. It was like, it's, like I say, I see some animals which we never see before. They've got red squirrels, right? Yeah, we don't have them in the UK because the brown squirrels bullied them. In the dacha, you have a banya. It's basically a sauna in the countryside. And to be honest, that was like one of the most hottest saunas I've ever been to in my whole life. And I had your granddad hit me with these leaves, you know. If you want to see that video, people, you have to go and watch like Vibes in the Dacha or something. Some people are so bad at riding bikes, innit? But yeah, I'd say that was the hottest sauna I've ever been to. You can even ask Anton as well. He knew that was hot. They also have like a big lake next to it. People were fishing there, and I love fishing, but I don't have no fishing gear to just go and fish by myself over here. And we should do that one day, go to a fishing place, right? Yeah, would be nice. But yeah, overall, I'd say the countryside in Russia is 10 out of 10. You're in your own little world when you go to the country house and the countryside and the dacha, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I like it. It's something new, way different from London life, you know. It's too urban in London compared to when you're in Russia, you know. Russia's got everything, such a big country. We also have like countrysides in the UK, but most of us don't own places out there because Russia's so big. It's like everyone owns a dacha, and you guys grow your own crops. You know, we ate a lot of things from the dacha as well that was grown. That's something new for me. It's like we only go to supermarkets in the UK, so that was a good one. Yeah, like I said, overall, the countryside, it's a place to be in Russia. I'd say you have to, if you ever come to Russia, visit a countryside.
How does the Russian family structure compare to the UK's?
The differences between family structure, I'd say, well, personally talking, I'd say I've got a loving family. I'd say you have a loving family, you know? But in the UK, generally speaking, there are a lot of foster homes and kids that get abandoned, you know? So, I don't know, is that the same over here?
Yeah, it's quite common.
You know, I'd say they're quite similar then.
You have big families, like here, 1-2 kids is most common.
Well, if we're going to talk about the whole of UK and not UK like born and bred people, then in the UK you can have a family of foreign people that have like 13 kids in a 2-bedroom apartment, you know? So yeah, there are big families. Even like the Irish side of my family, because I'm half Irish, if you look at my mum, she has 52 first cousins, you know? And that's because the generation before them, on my nan's side, they have 13 brothers and sisters. On my granddad's side, he has like 10, 11 brothers and sisters, you know? So it can get big, you know? But I'd say for the average English family, at the most you'd see is like 3-4 kids at the most, you know? So you can have big families. It just depends on people's preference once again, you know? You can easily find a family that just has 1 kid. You can find a family that has 4, you know?
So what age usually people start a family? At what age?
All different, you know. There's a lot of young mothers in the UK. It's like I even have some friends whose mums are really young. Say my mum and dad. My mum had me at 27, I'm sure, and my dad was 30, I think, at the time, or 29. So people start late. Some people start early, but I'd say nowadays it's a lot more people starting early having kids. And I don't know why. It's because it is so difficult in London due to like how much things are, how hard it is to find a job. You know, it's difficult. So I don't understand when people have kids so young. You know, I'd say our age that we are now, 27, it's a decent age to have a kid, especially if you've got a job. If you've got things going on for yourself, then it makes sense, you know. If you don't, then it's a bit more harder to get on in life with a kid, I'd say, you know. But overall, yeah, I'd say the family structures are around the same from Russia to UK.
Did you notice any difference in style and fashion?
Not really. I'd say here, well, I've been away from UK for quite a while, you know. Like I came back to the UK for a few months after being away in Thailand and Vietnam for around a year. So when coming here, there's a lot of people wearing like flared trousers, you know. Like even this woman in front of us, like if I stand here, you know, you could see like this is like the kind of fashion that people are into. But in the UK it's the same. I've got a lot of boys that are wearing tracksuits even now that are flared. It's like open bottom, and I ain't really into that. So I think everyone just follows the fashion, you know. It's like no matter where you are, people just cop on, see it on Instagram, whatever social media they're using, and then they copy. I like how I'm dressed. I like the tracksuit with the cuffed bottoms, and I think that's how it will stay for me for a while anyways. You won't see me wearing no parachute pants. So
The biggest difference in mindset you observe between Russians and Brits?
mindset, that's good. I'd say, yeah, in Britain, everybody is a bit like laxy-daisy, you know? Like, no one really knows what they're doing. Everyone's confused about what they want to do when they leave school. In Russia, it don't really seem that. It seems like the Russian people are more determined, and yeah, they know what they want. You know, they know what they're after and what they want to work towards. In the UK, people finish school and they're like, "What am I doing?" It's like, and that even goes for people in their 20s. They're still on that same kind of vibe. Like they don't know what they want from life. They're only just still figuring it out. So I'd say Russians are more determined, and the UK people just take life as it comes to them, you know? There's nothing wrong with it, it's because at the end of the day, everything's man-made, you know? We just all live life how we want to live it, but I think it's better to know what you want and where you want to go and what you want from life. So, yeah, I'd say that's probably one of the main differences.
So what common stereotypes do Russians seem to have about British?
Well, there's a few, to be honest. One, it's roughly the same as Russians, so they can't really stereotype us, but they think we all drink crazy, you know? And it's true, it's a little bit true, it's because there's so many pubs. Every street corner you go to, there's a pub. And, yeah, we do like a lot of drink. And we like to drink with watching football, which is also a stereotype. Everyone knows that English love football. When it comes around to the World Cup times, then everyone does get together, and it turns out to be like a little function, you know, wherever you are and you're watching a game. What other stereotypes is there? Maybe for people that don't know, like there's a lot of different accents in the UK. When, say, a Russian might think of UK people, they might think we're posh. You know, they might be like, oh, UK, oh, Great Britain, the royal family and stuff like that. But no, we have so many accents. Like you got Manchester accent, you got Liverpool, Birmingham accent, Midlands accent, like Yorkshire and all that. And then you got London. London alone has like 5 different accents in it, you know. So there's a wide range of accents in England altogether. Another stereotype, we always say sorry for everything, you know?
The UK weather?
Yeah, alright, that's another one. People always think that it's bad weather, it's a foggy place in London, when really it's not. It's like, say, at 3 months out of the year, you might have a tiny bit of fog, you know? But I'd say 4 months out of the year, we have good weather. It's sunny, it's nice, you know? It does get cold, not as cold as some places in Russia. Russia also gets hot, so it's like, we have the same kind of weather as you guys. And at around the same time as well, when it's like, say, May to September, it's nice weather. And then anything after that, it's rain or snow maybe in some parts of the UK. In London, it don't really snow a lot because of the pollution. We just get sludge. Because it's so polluted, when it does like rain or snow or get cold, it's like a wet cold, you know? So when it's like that, it feels 10 times worse. If you've got any other stereotypes of Britain in the comments, let me know and I'll reply back to you about it all, because it's a good discussion to have.
So the last one, what advice would you give to a British person who want to visit Russia?
Well, I'd say go, you know? Russians love Russia, and I think that's something that we're missing in Britain. Like, there's a lot of British people that don't love Britain, and I'd say I'm half one of them. I like Britain for what it's done in history, but on the other half, say like as of today, the way our government's moving, the way the illegal immigrants get basically first dibs on everything, you know, they're like first choice. It's kind of annoying. So what I'd say to someone who wants to come to Russia is just go and experience and see how good Russia is. Don't listen to the media and think that because of whatever's going on in the world right now with Russia, it's a bad place. It's far from it. Like, if you watch all my previous videos in Russia, you'd probably think, hearing what the media say in the UK, you'd think that's not Russia, you know? But it is, and it's such a good country. So for anyone that wants to come, I'm up for it for them, you know? And I'd always push them to come to Russia than stay in the UK. And that goes for anywhere in the world, I'd say. If you're from Britain, just get out and see the rest of the world. Don't listen to the media. Don't think that Britain is like, I don't know, it's like it's got its own little barrier around it. It's like an imagination barrier. You have to like kind of go out and see yourself. It's not like UK where you can get robbed for your phone if you're holding your phone out, and, you know. There's obviously places in Russia where it's a bit more dangerous than others, but that's like anywhere else in the world. If you go to Britain, if you go to, say, like Hackney, or even my area, Camden Town, something is bound to happen in a bad way, you know? So it's just inevitable. But overall, this place, most peaceful place I've ever been to, and yeah. And the cost of living as well is another thing. If you come here, you ain't gonna be spending like what you spend in the UK. It's all easy going, you know?
What did you tell to your friends?
I'll
Who've been warning you about Russia, you know, praying for you.
Yeah, when I went back, I said, you guys don't know nothing, you know? You're just hearing what the media says and you're running with it and you think that's what Russia is. You ain't got a clue. It's the best place on earth near enough, you know? I'd say here in Thailand, I like my favourite places in the world so far. And I've only been here 2 months, so I'm going to be here for quite a long time. So it's only going to get better, I'd say. And if you ain't looked at my channel yet, just go have a look. See how good, peaceful it is, how you can walk around, no one bothers you, and also how clean it is. I know it's a bit dark here, but yeah. I'll say overall, Russia's хорошо. Is that right? Alright, so I'd say that's it for the little interview, question, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's my first time doing one. I ain't gonna be a pro. But yeah, like I said, people, if you want to come Russia, just roll. It's good. Look at it. You get things like this. Look at that. Looks so nice. It's proper stuff, man. So we'll go over there to it and see what it's more about. Crazy. What is that, Dove? Or one of these? Is it the same? Nah. Must not be, huh? We're gonna go head to a Russian restaurant and obviously full Russian cuisine. And I ain't gonna be choosing what I eat. I'm gonna leave it to Mira, and whatever gets put in front of me, I've got to try and eat it all. If not, try it and I'll give you my honest review. But
I thought you'd say spit it out.
no, not spit it out. It's like I don't think it's gonna be any worse than holodits, and I ate holodits, right? So can't be that bad. All right, next stop, Russian restaurant. Ah, Kalinka. Okay, this is it. Proper Russian style. Let's go see what Mira gets me. Yeah, peoples. Let's have a look. Proper stuff. It's good aesthetic in it, I like it. They got the menu in English, but you're choosing for me, huh? Oh, do you know what? I really hope it's gonna be nice. If not, I'll just go get food after, but I'm gonna try and stay as Russian as it can be. Mira knows what she's getting me. Just gonna wait to see what it looks like. So yeah, a bit nervous, but it should be alright. It's not that bad, innit? The thing I'm worried about is the drink. Alright, so here's the drinks. What's this one? Boss. And that's kvass, innit? I really don't like this drink. It's like a non-alcoholic beer, right? Type stuff, huh? No, not me. We'll see how nice this one is though. What's in it, do you know?
Red berries, you know which ones? Must be the red currant, cherry.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice though. I like it. So the first bits of starters come out. You got your little salad, yeah? And then this is butter, somehow. And there's the bread. I won't be touching these. You can have them, right? They're nice and hot though. Wow. Oh. So that come right from that oven over there. Nice. Proper stuff. What's inside it?
The seeds and the berries.
Berries and seeds and bread. Proper Russian stuff, huh? Aye. And yeah, my foods came as well. Mira's been generous and got me things that she'd think I'd like. So it's a bit of stew, beef, and fried potatoes. Is this fried? Yeah, fried potatoes, nice. And there's the veg. Wait, can't go wrong. All looks nice. And you still gotta wait for your food to come out. Looks decent. You got some nice bit of bread as well from the oven as well, definitely. Wait, garlic bread. Wow, okay. So we're gonna have a go on this beef. No, I'll be honest, like certain beefs in Russia haven't been too good for me, but let's see. Oh, that's good. That's nice and soft, that is. Tomato? Yeah. Some potato. So yeah, real good this beef. It's probably one of the best beef I've had here. Let me see what the borscht is saying. So most of this stuff in here is beetroot, right? What is it? I mean, the sauce tastes nice. This little bit and bobs on it, that's probably cabbage, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's decent. Not bad. It's got a flavour in there. I can't really put my finger on, but it's nice. It's good food. So for dessert, it's my favourite cake. My favourite thing in Russia to eat is medovik. I get this all the time, always from the shop, but to try one from a restaurant, it's got to be better, innit? Yeah, it's got to be. We'll just see how soft it is first. Oh my god. See how soft that is there, huh? Proper. Wow. Best thing to come out of Russia, I'd say. Alright, so overall comes to 4,490 rubles. That translates into about £40, say? Around £40. That's alright.
Alright people, I've seen how long the video is after editing it, and you know what, I'm gonna leave the video there. Hopefully I've made both the British and Russian audience understand each other's views a bit more, and if there's anything else that I could have added into the video, let me know in the comment section. I'd like to hear from you guys. So if you like the video, and if you could, subscribe and share the video to your friends. It will mean a lot to the channel. If you got this far watching the video, thank you very much my peoples. Hope you have a good one. Stay safe.